Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for today, March 21st. I just noticed this morning that I put Monday, March 20th on yesterday's video. Obviously, it was for Wednesday. So hopefully everybody noticed that because I did date it March 20th, but I don't know from where Monday came, what the hell that was about. Mercury retrograde. I chalk everything up to Mercury retrograde at this point. That keeps going on with my electronics and my stuff. My phone, nobody can hear me on my phone. I've been calling Sprint, like, talking to them way more than I can that I'm willing to tolerate. You know, I just feel so painful every time I have to call them, but I'm gonna have to call them again. I've been having to use my phone with earphones or Bluetooth just for people to be able to hear me. I still don't have my laptop. They changed the date again to the 26th now. It's just been a mess. Yet at the same time, I also just keep shrugging it off and saying, like, what are you gonna do? Because I don't want to sink into a funky energy, and I hope that none of you guys will let any of this stuff get to you to the point that you do either. We're going to start today with the year 1349, which is kind of like two 13s, right? Like 1313 or 4 or 11 11 11 11 or 8. Maybe it's about karmic energy. Between 100 and 3,000 Jews are killed in Black Death riots in Erfurt, Germany. 1804, which is another 13 or 4 or 11 11. The Napoleonic Code is adopted in France and stresses clearly written and accessible law. 1871, journalist Henry Morton Stanley begins his famous expedition to Africa. 1975, which is another 76 or 13 or 4 or 11 11. Ethiopia abolishes its monarchy after 3,000 years. We should have kept that shit. Hindsight is 2020, I guess. 2014, Russia formally annexes Crimea amid international condemnation. Did you know? The European Space Agency reveals new data that indicates that the universe is 13.82 billion years old on this day in the year 2013. Famous birthdays: Henry Ossian Flipper, Albert Kahn, Ayrton Senna. Would you believe Yogi the Bear becomes the first creature to be ejected at supersonic speeds by the U.S. military testing ejection seats on this day in 1962. Famous weddings: 1874, which is 11. Ulysses S. Grant, or 9/11 or 11. Ulysses S. Grant's daughter, Nellie, marries in the White House. 1891, a Hatfield marries a McCoy, ending the long feud in West Virginia that had started with an accusation of pig stealing, which lasted 20 years. 1941, actress Hattie McDaniel, 45, weds real estate salesman James Lloyd Crawford. Famous divorces: 2008, the second wife, Marcia Garces, divorces comedian Robin Williams, 56, after nearly 19 years of marriage due to irreconcilable differences. And famous deaths: Pocahontas, Frederick Winslow Taylor, and Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe is one of my favorite authors because he wrote one of my favorite books, Things Fall Apart. Chinua Achebe is, of course, a novelist and a poet. He was Nigerian, best known for his first novel and magnum opus, Things Fall Apart, which is the most widely read book in modern African literature. He was born on November 16th in 1930 in Agidi, Anambra, Nigeria, and was a horse on the Chinese zodiac and a Scorpio. He died on March 21st in 2013 at the age of 82. Frederick Winslow Taylor was American and a mechanical engineer, father of the scientific management of efficiency movement. He was born on March 20th in 1865. March 20th, 9/11, or 1856 rather, and 1856, of course, 9/11 or 11. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, and was a Pisces. He died on March 21st, the following day, of course not the same year, in the year 1915 at the age of 58, which is another 13 or 4, 11, 11 of influenza. Pocahontas, they're not sure on what year she was born, or what day, but she was Matoka, and an American Indian princess, or her full name rather was Matoka. She was American Indian princess of the Powhatan Pamki Nation. Notable for, so I guess that's why she was called Pocahontas, because she was of the Powhatan Nation, because that's not her name, according to this. Her name was Matoka. She's famous because she was notable for her association with the colonial settlement at Jamestown, Virginia. In a well-known historical anecdote, she's said to have saved the life of an Indian captive, Englishman John Smith, in 1607 or 77 by placing her head upon his own when her father raised his war club to execute him. Captured by the English during Anglo-Indian hostilities in 1613, she converted to Christianity and took the name Rebecca Rolfe, R-O-L-F-E. In April of 1614, she married tobacco planter John Rolfe, in whose arms she died of an unknown illness at just 22. Master number 22, or 1111, or another 13. She died on March 21st in 1617 of an unknown illness. Ayrton Senna was a Formula One driver, Brazilian, widely regarded as one of the greatest Formula One drivers of all time. Senna won 3 Formula One World Championships for McLaren in 1988, 1990, and 1991, as well as a slew of other victories in various races. His death during a race in 1994 led to the widespread global mourning and was considered by many Brazilians to be a national tragedy. Almost 3 million people gathered at Sao Paulo during his funeral, the largest gathering of mourners in modern times. He was born on March 21st in 1960 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and was a rat on the Chinese zodiac and an Aries. He died on May 1st in 1994 at the age of 34 in a car crash. Albert Kahn was the architect of Detroit, American, the foremost American industrial architect of his day, and sometimes called the architect of Detroit. He was born on March 21st in 1869 in Raunen, Kingdom of Prussia, and was an Aries. He died on December 8th in 1942 at the age of 73. And lastly, Henry Ossian Flipper was a soldier and a former slave, American, of course, well, because he was a slave. They could have put African here just as easily. He was the first African American to graduate from the U.S. Military Academy. He was born on March 21st in 1856. So 3311, 33911 or 11. In Thomasville, Thomas means twin, Georgia, in USA. And he was an Aries. He died on May 3rd in 1940 at the age of 84 of natural causes. He was the last. So, on this day of the vernal equinox and Purim, the celebration of joy, our freedom from captivity, we are beginning with It's 50-50, Spend Money and Weekend Away. Spirit says no. Cocktail, and massage. The cards begin with the 3 of Autumn. Your most satisfying and profitable career, or perhaps relationship, comes from following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Speaking of the day of joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. This can be about some sort of party of 3 as well, but yes, it's about abundance that is earned on its way to you. And opening 2, the 9 of Spring. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them just as you have in the past. So that can be an annoying challenge with regard to some abundance that should have come your way that's late, delayed. Maybe it's Mercury retrograde, some, accolade, your due, award, new position, new job you're waiting for, you're waiting to hear back, something like that. Just keep pushing forward. Don't let anything like scare you. And opening to the 7 of spring. Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. 7 of spring. And the 9 of summer. All about our wishes and dreams and intentions coming true, coming to fruition. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. So it's about attitude. Like I was saying in the beginning when I said I've been shrugging off what I've been experiencing with Mercury retrograde because I don't want to end up in a negative space, and I hope that you don't either. It's all about keeping our spirits up to bring in what we deserve and what we need, what we want, like the 6 of autumn. Your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or to receive a grant or scholarship. In return for heaven's blessings, be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. 7 of spring. And it is the Emperor, Major Arcana card 4, which is appropriate for today too, because today is the start of Aries season. Major Arcana card 4 represents the planet Mars, rulers of the signs of Aries and Scorpio. This could be something going on with you in like a large corporation, a government agency, you as a father or a leader, a boss, or maybe your actual father or a father figure, or in your life or something. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Overall energy is the 10 of summer. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy, balanced children. I also felt the other day that somebody may have had a baby, somebody close to you may have had a baby or something. Or maybe learn that they're pregnant. But this is about joy. This is a card of being surrounded by joy or being filled with joy, being happy, emotionally fulfilled and content. Even if it's just one other person that's making you feel that way, or, one soul energy that's making you feel that way. And it's appropriate. Again, today is the Feast of Purim. It is a festival of joy. And joy for reasons, there's 2 down here, of, again, being freed from slavery, freed from captivity. So we can look at that as it applies to our lives, and being freed from a situation. We're joyous, we're happy because there's been a shift. There's been a shift, and we can feel it in our lives. We can see it in our lives that things are getting better despite other annoyances, as the 9 of Wands called them, like the Mercury retrograde. In spite of all that, we're still pushing ahead. Crowning the masculine. It is Major Arcana card 5, Unity. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, find a new teacher, or to spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. Unity is the Hierophant or the High Priest in the traditional tarot, and can be about spirituality, can also be about large corporations and government entities, coming into contact with them, similar to what I said about the Emperor. Signing contracts, entering commitments, including relationships and marriage even, which also came up. Marriage came up in a few different ways during the reading that I did yesterday for the Libra full moon, which we're still in that energy too right now, as well as the vernal equinox, of course. Major Arcana card, the Hierophant, represents the sign of Taurus, where Uranus is currently located. Uranus, Aquarius is ruler, speaking of freedom. Masculine surrounded by the Princess of Spring, energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. Creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. The Princess of Spring is a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, maybe a younger one, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Masculine subconscious, there's that Emperor. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Again, Major Arcana card, the Emperor, number 4, 13, 4, 11, 11, Master number 22, the 4th month, April, represents the planet Mars in the signs of Scorpio and Aries. Crowning the feminine, the 4 of Spring, speaking of 4s, and we have this 4 mirroring the masculine's Emperor here, which is also a 4 of fire, as a representation of Mars. It's time to kick back, relax, and to celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. So something positive going on there. And we are surrounded by the Ace of Winter, implementation of your brilliant new idea. May get off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you to refine your plan and to reshape your goals into something even better. So a fresh start, maybe some truth coming out or helping us. Victory in an area, maybe in a relationship, a commitment, something involving family or home. Feminine subconscious, the 7 of Spring. Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. So whatever this idea is here, like I said, implementation of your brilliant new idea. If you've, been planning something or thinking about a way to, tackle a situation involving your home or family, again, go with it. It may be off to a rocky start. Keep going. Don't think, oh, my plan's not working. It sucks. Keep going. And trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. Follow it completely. Yeah, so don't veer off your plan unless you're refining it, reshaping it. Keep going. Crowning, the 5 of Winter, some kind of conflict or annoyance, maybe Mercury again, or retrograde. Your current path isn't leading you toward the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. Other people are up to bullshit and trying to fuck you up. At the root, remember there was 2 here, the foundation. It's the 10 of Autumn. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and to have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. And that is coupled with the Queen of Spring, talented, brilliant, independent, and charming, and Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams like this, right? This is the dream that's talking about. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once. You got a lot of stuff going on, and it's difficult to stay focused on one thing, one project. But the Queen of Spring energy says that you can do it. She will help you to come up with creative ways to tackle what you need to tackle, and to pursue any passions of yours, especially as it relates to some sort of bonus, promotion, lump sum of money, family, asset, home. And at the heart of the matter, the 6 of Winter. The challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let go of the past and embrace the happier times ahead. So again, you will be who is victorious in whatever this annoyance is, feminine. We've got the 5 of Winter here, showing again that there's conflict, or that you are conflicted, or there's some sort of conflict. But here, or conflicting energy, negative energies around. But here we have the 6 of Winter. So we've already progressed. And the 6 of Winter is all about calmer, stiller waters, possibly even taking a trip, vacationing, traveling over water, but just things getting better. getting better around you. As also indicates the Ace of Winter that sits next to it. Implementation of your your plan, working out, and you being victorious. This here can also be likely a female more so than a male, being the one to solve some sort of family problem. So if this conflict is one involving family, close friends and or family, people that you feel are family, because that's what the Ten of Summer referred to as well, right? Appreciation for family, be it chosen family or a family of close friends. That's our overall energy. So this conflict here may be with those close friends and or blood relations. But this woman here, whether she's a direct fire sign or not, she may very well be a fire sign, is prepared to handle whatever the problem is. It's like mama's here, you know. No, don't worry, I'll take care of everything. I'll fix everything, and she is the best to do it. Just getting everything under control. You know, he's organizing things. I guess like the Emperor, you know, next to which she sits. She's going to be the one to, whatever this situation is, and I don't think it's a, you know, a dire conflict. It's, you know, something tremendous. It's an annoyance, and it can be something we're not happy about. But it's not like it's, you know, the Tower or something. It's a 5, you know, it's a 5. So I think it's a minor difficulty, especially again with the 6 being right here at the heart of the matter, sort of where we end up, that, you know, the 5 is going to be easily rectified or move beyond. And when I picked up the 10 of Summer to show you guys, or remind you guys what our overall energy was, that it was about family and stuff, the 9 of Summer was right behind it. So the 9 of Cups, again, about our wishes coming true, dreams coming true. So I would imagine those dreams are in this regard, in healing, you know, this damage to the family, or this conflict between family or close friends, or a situation in the household that hadn't been going, you know, right, or something with a parent, maybe parent-child relationship. Maybe they don't understand your spirituality. Again, that came up last night in the Libra full moon reading. But there is an energy of someone, a feminine energy is what it, you know, I would say first, being the Queen, you know, very nurturing and mother-like, who can fix the dysfunction. You know, there's dysfunctional, there's family dysfunction or discord or something, and she can definitely get it under control. In fact, she has it under control. Like, no worries. No worries. So, I'm also being shown the Ace of Autumn here. That's peeking out. And that was our overall energy as well in the love reading. I mean, not the love reading. The, again, the Libra full moon reading. So, nice to see that. We do have an upright card, though, so I'll take it and see if they'll show us any closer what the conflict may be about, or with whom it may be with. Because for the masculine, it actually sits next to another 5. Remember, Major Arcana card 5, the Hierophant, and here is another 5. So it could be very well something family, loss of money, right? Feeling that there's a loss, or being worried about a loss, or you know, feeling lack, feeling void, which can be emotional too. It doesn't have to be monetarily, but it can be monetarily. It can be monetarily. We had this woman, she's at the foundation, so she had been handling everything, had everything under control, and then something went left. And there's some sort of decision that has to be made. Right now, we're not doing anything. We're sort of indecisive and sitting back, and we in need of an idea, or in need of some energy from Jupiter, like a boost. Okay, well, this is things working out well, two people coming together. So that could be resolution of the conflict as well. Your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavors or to expand the number of people helping you. So that can also be a woman who's been trying to carry a load, or who has been carrying a load of a family, bearing everything. But, you know, maybe it's time she allowed for help from her child, maybe. Or from her child's father, maybe. Let them help. Or from her own father. Let them help. Something like that. And then again, victory. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, find that you're singled out for a special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. So this is just continued progress. And here's sort of more indecision. I don't know why indecision would follow progress, would follow victory, but it's time to stop procrastinating and to make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Just listen to your heart. So maybe this victory, maybe I'm going too far by being greedy, but this victory may open up some other opportunity. You have to decide on that as well. Maybe involving something from your past or someone from your past. Maybe even a soulmate relationship, and that maybe that's why I'm being moved to continue, because that's another way that it can be connected to the Two of Spring. Two of Spring might not just be a partnership of two business people or two family members coming together, but can be a romantic partnership, in fact, a divine union coming together after some discord, some disagreement. The love and care of children. Also, again, children can be involved in some way. Seven of Summer with all these kittens here. I was thinking about children as I was looking at that too. Loving care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams and ideas can be revived and, finally work out. Yeah, don't look past the opportunity. You have a lot on your plate. Again, you might be this woman who's handling, carrying the load of a whole family and doing a very good job at it, I may add. But those responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. So keep your eyes open. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Further advice to the masculine, excuse me. The King of Winter, intelligent, impartial, respected, and unemotional. At this time, it's very important to communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert that you can find. This might be about being a leader, some sort of leadership role, masculine taking on today, speaking up for yourself, saying what you have to say, and saying what you mean and meaning what you say is going to be the energy of the masculine today. King of Winter is a Gemini, Libra, like the moon, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And feminine for us, the Queen of Summer, compassionate, loving, giving, and psychic. This is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. So again, it's telling you, follow your inner guidance and go ahead and make these moves, even if funky conflict does pop up. Whether that is in business, whether that is with friendship, whether that is in a romantic situation, or something going on in your home or with your home. This says no worries. And, if it is financial, for example, when the Queen of Summer shows up as it relates to finances, it's, she is a positive omen in that area too. And that, good things are coming to you. In love, Queen of Summer is a wonderful card to get. Again, good things are coming to you if you don't already have it. Your relationship is going to deepen with somebody. So that may explain, again, the Six of Summer and the Two of Wands. And in general, this is about you coming into, spirituality, enlightenment, really, clarity, and feeling good and healthy emotionally, as well as psychic. Queen of Summer is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. There also may be something going on between air and water and or fire today. Those are the cards for which we have the court cards. and actual characters and people that may be around. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the daily. I'll be back tomorrow. Namaste.